Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Gamer's Web. Today I'm here going to be doing a game review on Subnautica. Yes, I know I haven't been able to do a game review in a while. It's just that they take a lot of scripting and time to get prepared compared to a gameplay, which is just easier to start up and get going. So let's get right into this. Subnautica is basically Minecraft underwater on an alien planet. So you crashed when you were in space, landed on this alien planet, and your ultimate goal is to survive. Subnautica is an open world sandbox RPG kind of, and of course survival. In the game, you're going to need to collect resources that you'll find underwater and then bring them back to you LifePod 5, which is where you live at this point, the life pod that you crashed in. Then you can use your fabricator to turn those things that you found into anything you really need. Mainly, tools is one of the biggest things you'll need. So let's go through some of those tools. We have the repair tool, the flashlight, the survival knife, oh, and of course, the scanner. Another thing that you need to do in Subnautica is search for crash sites. On those crash sites, you can use your scanner tool to scan the different fragments of pieces of machinery that you can find there, so that you're able to create blueprints out of them so you can make those things for yourself. And of course, you'll use those blueprints to build more things with your fabricator. The biomes in Subnautica are really cool. You could find a huge ravine with big mines and everything. You can find that. You can find a big underwater volcano, which is really cool and scare the poo out of you every time it erupts and you're in there by accident. And of course, you can also find like a big, flat, sometimes wavy surface of plants and wildlife, like the different animals that I'm right about to talk about. So the different animals that you can see would be either hostile or non-hostile. They could be boomerang fish, bladderfish, stalker, peeper, and a whole bunch of other different ones. And Gary fish. I almost forgot Gary fish. That could have been terrible. Gary fish. There's one last thing we need to talk about before we move on to the story. That is the game modes. The game modes that there are survival, there's 4 of them. Survival, creative, freedom, and so. Survival, just like every other survival game, you die, you respawn, you collect all your things, care for your hunger and your thirst. And then there's hardcore, the exact same thing, except if you die, you're done. And that's a really good challenge, I find. It's super fun. Because you could get so far and then go to like take on something big, I guess, and then yeah, you die. It'd be so frustrating, but it'd be such a good challenge to stay alive. Then there's also creative, I was saying. Creative is just like every other game that has creative. You have everything that you can build in the game, in your inventory. Everything. All at the push of a button on your keyboard, really. Or your mouse. And then there's freedom mode, where it's just like survival, except you don't have to worry about your hunger or your thirst. Next, we should move on to the story of Subnautica. Now we can move on to the story of Subnautica. In Subnautica, like I said, you crash onto an alien planet in an alien ocean where there is no land in sight. You will get communications that there's life pods that have people alive in them, but when you get there, they're going to be torn apart and no signs of life in them. And then you will get a communication that says that they found... Actually, I'm going to stop myself there. I don't want to spoil the game for you. So if you want to figure out what happens with the rest of the story, go down below. I'll put in the description, I'll put a link to the Steam website with Subnautica on it. Go check it out. It's definitely a game worth getting. For everybody who plays on PC, I definitely recommend it. So guys, if you enjoyed or found it helpful or informative, please use your gaming thumb to hit that gaming thumb as hard as you can to like the video. Also use your gaming thumb to hit the subscribe button to become one of the gamers. I'll see you guys in our next video. Goodbye!